everybody, Ira Miller here with Homes Around the Village's YouTube channel, and I am Realty. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about resale homes in the villages. Now, first and foremost, I would like to bring to all the buyers out there attention. The villages salespeople, everybody in their sales office works for the seller. All right, that's the reality of when you have a sales office that works for a developer. That whole sales office just works for the seller. They do not work for the buyer. Okay, so just keep that in mind when you're looking at homes in the villages. That agent that you're working with in the villages is a seller's agent. They're not a buyer's agent. Now, they'll tell you that they'll deal honestly and fairly with you and they'll look out for your best interest, but you have to keep in mind they all have a fiduciary responsibility to all the sellers of their resale properties in the villages. All right, so that's first and foremost. Number two, I want to talk to you a little bit about what I have found, what my experience has shown me as to whenever I'm trying to get a listing in the villages, I will do what's called a CMA, or comparative market analysis. So I'll go ahead and price that property according to what I have found that other similar properties have sold at. All right, so that's how I do my CMAs. Here's what I have found that a lot of the agents in the villages will do. They'll overprice their properties. Now, why would they overprice their properties? Well, there's two very, very good reasons why. Number one, when they come in, they'll say they're the number one place to get your property sold, Mr. and Mrs. Seller. They're the ones that are going to say that they have all the people that are coming into their sales office. What I would say to that is just about 99% of people that are not here in the villages are looking on Zillow, Realtor.com, Trulia, all those online websites, and they pull all of their listings from our MLS. You won't find any listings from the villages on any of those online websites. So what a salesperson will do is they'll come in and they'll overprice that home to get the listing. So it's a win-win for them. All right, so when I come in and I pull off of my MLS what it is that I feel that property is worth, and then somebody from the village's sales office comes in and they overprice their property, so a person will automatically think, oh, well, they're the villages, they can get more for my property than anybody else can. Not true. So that's the sad reality that I have found more times than not. I am basing this on my personal experience that I have found when I compete against the villages to get a listing. Now, third, a huge advantage that the villages gains when they overprice one of their resale properties, it makes their new homes, which are less money, look so much better, and it's easier for them to sell their new homes versus somebody buying a pre-owned. I get the question all the time, why would I buy a pre-owned home over a brand new home? Well, there's many, many, many reasons why, okay? So let me list some of the reasons why. Number one, you get to purchase a home wherever you want to live in the villages, all right? Versus only where they're selling homes, new homes in the villages. So you're going to have to deal with construction traffic, a lot of construction traffic in the new home area. You're going to have to deal with immature landscaping in the new home area. You're going to have to deal with higher bonds in the new home area. So those are just three reasons why you probably want to think about buying a resale versus a pre-owned home. Now, the next thing is when you look at a resale, you're going to see a lot of them have a lot of extras like crown molding, like enhanced landscaping, like brick paver drivers, like custom painting. There's a lot of things that you get extra with a pre-owned home that you would probably end up doing yourself if you bought a new home anyways. So that's one of the reasons, and that's a big reason why a lot of pre-owned homes are worth more than a new home, because of all the things you have to add to that new home to make it yours. All right, so that's why they also underprice their new homes. Now, that's a negative effect to the resales, in my opinion, because when you lower the cost of your new homes, that really competes with the resales. And even though they have all these extras, people who own a pre-owned home feel like they need to compete against the new homes and keep their prices down. Trust me, if there were no more new homes in the villages, these homes would be worth a whole lot more than what they already are. But because the developer keeps building and building new homes, kind of keeps the resale prices down. So I guess that's good for you, the buyer, anyways, right? But these are all the reasons why you'll find resales listed by the villages priced higher than what you'll see in the MLS market. So I just wanted to make you aware of that. Now, one final point that I would like to kind of bring up is, if you are looking at pre-owned homes listed with the villages and you find a particular home, I encourage you to give me a call and tell me, hey, Ira, I have found this home with the villages. This is what they're asking for it. Can you tell me if this is priced correctly? We would love to help you out with that. I will do a CMA, or comparative market analysis, for you based on the homes in the MLS that I see that have sold recently, and this will tell you whether this home is priced fairly or not. We're more than happy to do that for you. So, if I could be of any help to you, please feel free to call me at 352-204-9026. We would love to help you out. We would love to help you. And if you're looking for a buyer's agent to help you with a village's home, we will offer our services at a small premium outside of doing that market analysis for you. That market analysis we're going to offer to you for free. But if you feel like, hey, since all of those agents in the villages are all sellers agents, I want somebody who's looking out for my best interest, give me a call. I'll put my construction license to work for you. I'll put my home inspector license to work for you. I'll put my 24 years of selling homes right here in the villages to work for you at a very small cost to you. And if we can do that for you, again, give us a call at 352-204-9026, or you can text us to that number, and you can also email me at ira@imillerrealty.com. So thanks so much for watching this video. I hope this was very informative to you, and if I can be of any service to you, feel free to reach out. I'm here for you.